Euthanasia is an action or omission which, of itself or by intention, causes death with the purpose of eliminating all suffering. But the teaching of the Church on euthanasia or mercy killing can be summed up easily. Persons must always be cared for and never be killed. This maxim flows from what Catholics believe what it means to be a human person. To be a human person means to be someone who has received life as a gift. This, of course, includes the lives of those who are ill, elderly, or disabled. Our society, which all too often values productivity and independence above everything else, can easily ignore this truth. We can forget that the whole life of a person is a gift, and not just those moments of joy or health. When we are confronted with death, and especially a death that involves suffering, we can lose sight of the value of the human person. If we give in to the prevailing tendency of valuing life only when it brings pleasure and well-being, then suffering can seem an unbearable setback, something from which to escape at all costs. Against this tendency, we need to reaffirm the dignity of the human person, a dignity that is not lost even when the person experiences the most debilitating of suffering. We need to recover the clarity of vision that respects all people as worthy of life. It's an indictment of us as a society that people may feel that they have lost their dignity at the end of life. Why have we made them feel less dignified? It's not the job of a dying person to feel significant. It's our job to show them that they are significant. The negative social consequences of mercy killing and euthanasia expose the offense that it gives to human dignity. The trust that should exist between a doctor and a patient is destroyed by mercy killing because the doctor may now be an executioner rather than a healer. Euthanasia endangers those who need special care, the elderly, the disabled, the terminally ill. As financial pressure increasingly burdens our healthcare system, those who are most vulnerable will be thought to be the most expendable. One of the greatest messages of the Church is that human dignity is not lost in suffering, and a powerful modern witness to this truth was St. John Paul II, who proclaimed it in his teaching, and most powerfully in the last years of his life. Even when he could no longer speak to them, hundreds of thousands of young people came to be with him in his last hours, seeing him not as a burden, but as a continuing witness to hope. That multitude of young people saw that suffering, while still an evil and a trial in itself, can always become a source of good. This happens when suffering is experienced for love and with love, through sharing by God's gracious gift and a personal choice in the suffering of Christ crucified. If you'd like more information on these complex issues, please contact us at the address that you see on the screen, and we'd be glad to be able to send you whatever we have in our resources.